and the authority to do the works that Jesus did, which is to do what? That's to destroy the works of the devil. I told you, you can sum up the gospel. See, the gospel's become too cute and too fluffy in today's modern church. The gospel is good news because there was bad news that preceded it. And the good news is we're playing on offense, not on defense. We are supposed to be snatching souls out of hell, not the other way around. See, we've become defensive in our posture. And I told you, in Israeli Krav Maga, one of the things, as you guys know, I train that. Christopher trains that. I'm working on my second degree black belt this year. And I bring that up simply to say that in Krav, now this is the fighting system that was developed in the most hostile part of the world in the Middle East. There is no more hotly contested ground on earth than Israel. And so this is a military fighting style system that was developed to, as far as Jews say, is never again. In other words, we're not doing the Holocaust all over again, right? And so they have this system of defense. Now, the number one principle that we teach is you attack the attacker. It's different than every other self-defense system because other self-defense systems focus on defense and just being in a defensive posture, never becoming offensive. And yet, Israeli Krav Maga is a peaceful thing. People training in violence because they love peace. Kind of like Reagan said, peace through strength, right? So in the same way, Paul said, pursue peace with all people. But the concept is, if you need to, you go attack the attacker. In other words, the attacker comes at you thinking he's got a strategy and a plan to take you down. What he doesn't know is, now I'm relating it spiritually, you're Holy Ghost filled, you're blood bought, blood washed, walking in the gifts, walking in the authority, walking in the measure of Christ. And the last thing he wants to do is grab that by the tail and have to deal with it. And we should. Jesus said the gates of hell will not prevail. So the church has become defensive when we are actually offensive. See, when you're running offense and you're controlling the game, okay, that's what we're called to do. We should not be reactive to what the devil does. We should be proactive to go do what Jesus said to do. So many times, think about how much of our life we spend responding to something that happened, instead of being proactive and getting up every day with a mission in our heart and a fire in our spirit that says, hey, I'm going to go win the lost. I'm going to go preach the kingdom. I'm going to go minister Jesus Christ everywhere I go. Not just in the gifts, but in the character and the nature of Christ.